Okay. So now we have this question here. A group of five numbers have a mean of 3.8 and a median of 3. The numbers 3 and 6 are added to the group. Find the mean of the seven numbers. So it means that beforehand, I mean, what do we know from the definition of the mean? The sum of the numbers divided by the count of the numbers. So in this case, if we have five numbers, if we add all the numbers up together, we're going to get here something. Divide that by 5, we're going to get here 3.8. So it means that after that, if we add these two new numbers, then we can add those numbers, divide that by 7, then we can get a new mean. So old mean equals to 3.8. So therefore, summation of old equals to 5 times 3.8 equals to 19. Then summation of new equals to 19 plus 9 equals to 28. Then we have the new mean, which happens to be 28 by 7 equals to 4. Then we have find the mean of the seven numbers. So what do we do here? Beforehand, what we used to have is five numbers, and the median of them, which means exactly the middle position of this, has to be 3. So what it means is that now when we have seven numbers, so what happens here is that we have two numbers less than 3. So it means that if I have a two numbers less than 3, it could be exactly anywhere here. All right. And if I have two numbers larger than 3, then it could be anywhere here. All right. So let's say a 3 was here. So exactly the fourth position. So where can we add out 6? We can only add 6 to the right of this 3. We can only add another 3 to the left of this 3. And if we have, let's say, this one blank and this one occupied, then let's say we have put a previous 3 here and a new 3 here and a new 6 here, which means that regardless of wherever we have things over there and whatnot, our 3 will end up having to be having to be within anywhere between the third and fourth position. So because anything larger than 3 is put at the right, so something like this. Now, what if anything larger than 3 is put somewhere here? Let's say anything greater than 3 is put somewhere right here. I cannot, because anything greater than 3, eventually we would have to put a 3 somewhere, so this greater than can be shifted over there. I mean, shifted over here. So what happens is that we would eventually have to put a 3 somewhere here, somewhere between these two positions, so we end up still having 3 at the middle, where we have some numbers less than 3 or exactly 3, and some numbers greater than 3 or exactly 3. There's only one 3 here, so some numbers to get less than 3 are equal to 3. So if I have another number, let's say another 3 here. So what would happen is that you would eventually be occupying these two threes right here and then another one. And then we have, let's say, 4, 5, so we would occupy 4, 5 here. But let's say if you put a 6 here now, then this 4, 5 would have to be shifted towards the left, and then we have a 6. And then we have to put another 3 somewhere like this. So regardless what we do, we have to still occupy the 3 here within the fourth and third position. So our median will have to be 3. This is one question which will eventually be kicking everyone's back off. So as a result, most people will be losing marks, even including myself, who because I had to figure out for I had to wait for long until I could figure things out here. All right, let's take a look at another statistics question similarly of mean, median, mode. This one, mode. Mode is simple, the one with highest frequency. Mean. Mean is basically just these multiplied together. So 0 times 5, 0, 1 times 12, 12, 2 times 13, 26, 3 times 15, 45, 4 times 4, 16, 5 times 1, 5. So we have here 268, 5, 13, 6, 268, 5, 13, 6, 19, 5, 24, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 9, 10. So we have 104. There are total of 50. So 104, right? So we have here, I believe, 20.8. Okay, not actually 20.8, it's actually 2.08 because 20.8 means something larger than this one. Just get impossible. Sorry. So 22.08. So yeah, this one is pretty simple. You just have to be careful about calculation. I had to go back to the marking to check things again. I just realized that I did a bit of an error here. But yeah, I mean, you would be better off just showing this thing at the bottom here. So something like this, 20 plus 12 plus 45 plus 16 plus 5 divided by 50. Because in mark scheme, you would have to have one mark for f of x, delta f of x equals 50. Now, if you do your answer correct, you'll get full marks. Otherwise, if you lose that mark, you would have to rely on at least some marks due to your working. If you show no working, then you're going to get zero. Let's say you have left everything right here blank. Let's say you left this blank, you left this blank, and you did everything within your brain. So if you end up getting this one correct, you'll get your 2 out of 2. That's for sure. However, let's say you got this one wrong. Let's say you got 2.12. It's wrong, right? So instead of getting even a 1 out of 2, you'll get here 0 out of 2 because there's no evidence that you have gotten your that you have done at least something. All right. You have to show that to get your mark in Maths D. Otherwise, if you get an answer right, full marks, no working, 0. That's the way things work here. All right. So you just have to be very careful about that.